So, ladies and gentlemen, we are live and welcome to the brand new Iron's Corner or Iron House. Hey, so, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to be joined by John Torian. We're having a few mic issues. He's not now. I got you, John.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Hey, how you doing? You okay?
Sir?
So, I just want to add my next guest in. The Dragons in the house. Bradford, how we doing?
How we doing, gents?
Oh, we're in Iron's house. The new show, Iron's House. Seeing as best friend Neil Pickup has gone live on my time once again.
Perfect timing.
How we doing, John?
Not too bad, you?
Feeling strong?
Oh, yeah. I'll be ready.
Good man.
Well, I'll be honest with you, John. You look like you've got just a gigantic head and no shoulders looking there.
Oh,
It's all about the angles, Paul.
Oh, guys. That smoke, so before we jump in, that smoke keeps picking on me. He's picking on me all the time. But I don't fight back with him because I hear stories of the past, so he might come and get me. So I'm going to leave him alone. I'm only joking. Smoke, I don't give a shit what you are or what you was. You dare step foot and give me hassle in my show, I'll be over that to States and snap your neck like a twig. Now, I'm having this, David. I'm not being threatened by them Yankees. I'm not bothered. Well, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce two of our competitors that's going to be representing Gone to Canada number 2. And let's be honest, the 95 kilo, 100 kilo division cannot get two stronger guys in the Dragon David Bradford and the one and only Savage John Torian. How are we doing, lads?
Yeah, good, Paul.
Listen,
Feeling good, feeling strong. Training's going well, feeling healthy. After last month's competition, feeling good again. Yeah, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and what about you, John? How are you feeling? You've had a big year.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling great, Dave. I've been actually taking a break. My last super match was a month ago, so a long recovery. I'll be there in shape and not hurting. I'll be ready.
Well, John, if you've got YouTube on now, just do me a favour, turn the sound down because I can keep hearing it repeating. So someone's got it.
You guys don't hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you all right now. Yeah, I mean it's probably because you're stuck there in the America's 51st state. What's more offensive to you, John? What's more offensive? Is it the fact that like you're literally like American, or that I call you French?
To be honest, I'm not bothered by much, so I don't give a shit.
But you're definitely a French descent, aren't you?
What's that, sorry?
You're definitely French.
Yes, but at least I don't seem like I have a dick in my mouth, so it's not too bad, right?
Well, like to me, you look like. Have you ever seen that movie, The Deliverance?
Yeah.
You look a bit like that kid on porch playing banjo. That's what you're looking like.
That's not bad. I definitely Banter works.
You do realise this man down here, David Bradford, is going to absolutely annihilate you, don't you?
Let's just pretend like that's going to happen, and he's going to have a wake-up call. So,
I said to Dave, I said, listen, to me, it all depends on which John Torian we get, because I've seen your arm walls, you look unbelievable, and then obviously, like you get juiced up like the Toxic Avenger, because then you go and lose maybe one or two against guys I don't think you're going to lose up, and then you come back and beat other guys. So you're clearly a cycler. So all I'm saying is this: please be on cycle when you face David Bradford, because I've been sending him at least 10 mil of steroids per week for the last 12 weeks.
So here's the thing: when I go in heavy at 25 weight, I find that's when I do good. So a good example: when I faced Frodo Ogden, I used to pull 80 kilograms back then, but climbed up in weight, and I didn't need to cut. I came in ready, didn't need to lose weight. I felt great, and it's gonna be the same time because I'm climbing in. I'm trying to get as much weight as I possibly can until our match. So I'll walk
So
in.
is that your plan, John? Is to put a weight on and then drop a bit of weight before a match?
If I can, because it's only going up. I'm trying to get to a little heavier like that, but I don't think that's gonna. I think I'm just gonna be perfect.
Yeah. Well, you've got the home advantage for that, but you'll need more than home advantage, I think.
To be honest, it's my first big match that I have on the home turf, so it's gonna be very different to just taking the plane.
Yeah, I must admit, all joking to one side now, when Tom Holland pulled out of this match for circumstances untold, and it ended up you and Bradford, I'm really excited about that style, probably more so than the Tom Holland match, because I think it's going to complement like wine and cheese. It's just going to go off. You've both got amazing stamina. You're both really, really strong, and you both got good art, and I think that's the thing that really excites me, that you both got a real good art and a good fighting spirit, and that's going to create maybe possibly the match of the night. It's just a shame, unfortunately, it's not for the Commonwealth Championship due to Tom Holland obviously pulling out, with him being the right and left arm 100 kilo champion. That belt's unfortunately can't go on the line. But there's no saying that whoever comes out on top of this one won't be challenging for it in March, because we're already building March's card in Ireland, and let me tell you, that's going to be absolutely immense. And a lot of the matches that happen in Canada are going to warrant what happens or who pulls in March next year.
I mean, that event, that event in Ireland was on another level, wouldn't it? I mean, it would be something to top that. It really would, but I think you can be. I mean, it's some really great matches, some really good matchups. There's a lot on the line. There's a lot of people traveling a lot of miles, so I think they're going to put everything into it. Could make for a really good competition, I think.
And I really like what's going on. It's being close in Canada, just for the simple reason there's so many guys on the card no one knows about. They are very strong, but it's a good way to push them out of their comfort zone and go pull a high class level instead of just pulling their stuff.
Yeah, it's something that we feel that we have to do. I mean, coming to Canada is something that we want to build the Commonwealth Championship, the Commonwealth belt, and it's a big thing for all of us. I mean, It's something that we've all grew up with, and it's sort of the only thing left to do in arm wrestling. There's Europeans and World Championships. There's never been a Commonwealth Championship, and that's something that we're trying to build. And it also gives us that opportunity to bypass what other people are doing. I mean, we have our own little thing there, to pick and choose from. We've got like 20 or 30 countries that we can move to every other year, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
With current scenario, current situation that's going down, no one knows where the law of the land lies, and so we've got to think outside of the box and get everything going. And if it means getting events like this on, just between our nations, then so be it. And if we support each other and get behind each other, then the world's our oyster. And we've got the Malaysians coming in March next year. We've got Indonesians coming, Indians, Pakistani coming. So we've got all these countries now are interested because of this Commonwealth Championship belt, and there's a lot of us that can win stuff. And if we, it's just like you can chase a world title, but if you're chasing a world title, there's stepping stones. First, there's national titles, European titles, Commonwealth titles before you get to the world title. And if you follow other sports, that's a good place to start. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely.
So, David, I saw you just a few weeks ago, mate, and you've been playing Daddy Daycare, but you look in really, really good form. You look as good as ever. A little bit lighter, but as good as ever. Do you see John?
Just for the crack, I got myself down to 90 kilo, just so I could see my abs again and my dick.
Well,
I did a bit of a water cut and I got myself down to 90 kilo just to see if I could. I managed it. I think you see me at about 93 kilo on the day, and yeah, it felt good. I mean, you're not 100% after, you know, I lost 6 kilo, 7 kilo, so you're not 100%. It was more to do with when I could do it more than anything else, and I managed it, and did well both left and right. It was good. It was a good day. It was a good day. It was a fairly good standard. I think it was the biggest Scottish event ever in terms of arm wrestling, which is really good to see. Obviously, building from last year as well. It's nice to be a part of that. And yeah, so it was good. Everyone enjoyed it, and yeah, it was good. We had a few international pullers turn up. Ex-Lottie Tour champion rocks up. You know, it's it was good.
Yeah, and so that sort of form, Dave, the one that we saw you in with Tom Holland when you was in your 3-3 screamer. Do you feel like you're going to need that sort of form for take John out? Because we've seen John have like I said, an amazing year. He's beat Frodo Hoadland. He's went over there and destroyed Dallas Langston. He's took a couple of losses along the way. Like he's already explained, a little bit of weight, maybe a bit of a pump and stuff. But could this be the toughest match that you've ever had?
Yeah, no, I think it could be. I mean, the guy is obviously on the up and up. He's building on success. He's obviously hungry. He's been over here for at Arm Wars, and he's done well, and so he has competed internationally. You've got to give the guy respect. So I'll be coming in as strong as I possibly can. I try to get training like I used to. I mean, it's not, what it's like. You're a family man, got a new baby as well, so you're trying to juggle family time with work as well as training. But yeah, I think I've got a happy balance now, and I think I've got a bit of a routine going. So I'm going to come in. I'll be coming in as strong as I hope to have ever been. That's the plan. That's the plan. Training's going well. I'm pretty injury free. So yeah, I mean, like I said before, there's no excuses. If he beats me, and he deserves it.
And John, how much do you know about Bradford?
How much do I know?
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing I really have to know is that he gave hell to Tom Holland, and that tells me that he's definitely no joke. Tom is fucking expensive on the table, super strong. So that right there tells me that I need to make sure I train well, I eat well, I come in as I can, and be prepared mentally for this.
Yeah, it's certainly a match that I'm intrigued about, and I don't know, guys. Who do you think's got this one in the chat? You may as well be honest. Do you think that the Dragon can take out John Terrion? I mean, can I even stick a poll on this chat, and we'll find out who people think. We'll start a poll, who wins poll, and we'll see if people think it's going to be John or Big Dave, because I'm intrigued on this one. I'm intrigued because I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, I'm going to go with my man, Bradford, but I really don't know where this match is going to go. I'm very 50-50. Usually, I have a clear mind on where it can go. See, Dave Bradford, great top roll, but he can also pull back in a dead wrist as long as he's pronated. And I've seen you do something very similar. If it goes inside, I think it could be good night Vienna. But for David. But the thing is, Dave never gets up. I don't know if you watched any of Dave's matches, but he doesn't really get up. Like Tom Holland couldn't really hook him. There's no one really put David in up for the last 5 years, apart from James Wall, who's who was like ridiculously fast and ready on that day. No, that's my thing. I think to myself, well, what can you do if you can't hook him? You know, will you just have to go route 101? Will you put the dead wrist on him? I don't know, and that's what makes it really exciting.
So what I did with the Dallas Langston against Dallas, I lost the first match because I just tried to go straight in the top row with him. I thought he would have been too strong inside, so I had to turn the match around. So I just went with a high hook. I went over his hand, and he couldn't figure it out. So everyone has a lane that is their weakness, right? So the only thing I have to do is try to find David.
Yeah, it's definitely going down. Let's see what this young fella thinks. So this guy's going to be there. The CUNT Conceal will be in the house as he fights.
How we doing, fellas?
Against Dan. Let me introduce
Scotsman.
So Conor Sale will be fighting for the under 75 kilo right hand Commonwealth belt. He didn't know this until now, but he will be fighting Danimal for that right hand championship. Conor, who do you see taking this one? Because the people have split. Bradford or John? Who gets it?
Well, to be fair, I don't know. I don't know enough. I know that John's given hell to a lot of hookers, but I don't know if he can stand up to that hand that David's got. And it's 50-50 in my head. Of course, I've got to shoot for the home team. I'm going Team Bradford all the way, but it really could go either way depending on how that guy's hand is feeling.
Yeah,
that's fair.
So I'm going to have to leave and come back because my mic's not working. My sound's not working.
No. Oh, right, okay. So, yeah, like people are saying in chat that one of you two has got a really echoey mic, and it must be really pissing them off. They're saying it could be Bradford's kitchen, or it could just be the fact that John Terrian lives somewhere in the bush with all the fucking snakes and the spiders, or the frogs. Yeah, because we're not French lovers at all, you know, John. Like, no, we're not French lovers at all, because the thing is, when we go back to the 1700s, when we invaded North America, and we was happily taking over all the states, and we burned the White House down, and we'd done all the other stuff. You know, we'd obviously raped and pillaged all the women, and we'd stole all the money and everything else. Yeah, we pretty much owned America, this tiny little nation conquered America, and then you fucking French people had to fucking spit your dummy out. Oh, we cannot have the English. We cannot have the English taking America. No. You fucking garlic eating shit houses. And that was it, wasn't it, Dave? So you come in and you start helping the Native Americans because they're just as bad. You know, we should have got rid of them fucking first. But we didn't. So we should have got rid of you all, and then we'd have been all right. We'd have been fucking sat there in that nice big country, those English people enjoying the nice life of all the four seasons instead of rain and wind. That's why we get every day. But we didn't, and that's because of you fucking French, and that's why we don't like you.
So the only thing is French accent sounds Italian, so you have that totally fucking wrong.
Yeah, fucking hellfire. Let's have a look who we've got in the chat. Well, we've got the Schmo, because he's always in threatening me, but he comes out with some good stuff. There's the Schmo, the one and only Devon's forearms in the chat, Big B. Now, let me talk about that Big B for a minute. Oh my gosh, have you seen him on some of his Instagram stuff? He stood there like that with a cap on, thinking he's a right gangster. I messaged him. I said, "Listen, Big B, what are you? Are you like an Afro-American? Are you a fucking Mexican? What are you? Because I can't tell what nationality he is. Because 1 minute he stood there like he's fucking one of these Mexicans doing this like bouncing and all that bullshit, and then I see him in a club with his brothers. I don't know what he fucking is. But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing is going to happen to him. Rob Frampton is going to go boom straight through him like a freight train. Because Big B, you are absolutely doomed, my friend. You're like staple pastry man, and my Ghostbusters coming going to blow you up because you're an absolute bag of shite. And on that night in Iron Gods, September the 30th, Rob Frampton will just crush you and destroy you, and you'll never want to step on a table again. And that's that. So, Big B, get out of this chat. We don't even want to see you in it, you fucking shithouse.
So, who did Big B pulled when he went to Ireland?
He didn't pull anybody. Actually, he did. He pulled Marcus off. He pulled Marcus off. Yeah, that was it. He didn't arm wrestle anyone. We offered him a match, and he backed out of it.
He was probably too stoned.
No, man. Big B, man. Come on. Fucking hell. He shouldn't even be on an arm wrestling. He's like that Evan Burgoyne. Doesn't even belong on an arm wrestling table. You know what? We had that match with Evan, and I had to carry Evan. I had to carry him for like 6 rounds, 7 rounds it was. I had to carry him. I mean, I took his wrist in round 1, and it was so easy. It was like so easy, John, honestly, I promise you. And I'm just like this and messing around with him, and it was like, fucking hell, give me a break. Is this the best that Canada's really got to offer? That's why we're not giving him a championship match on left arm against James Beach, because he's just not worthy of fucking challenging for one.
How much does James Beach weigh right now?
104 kilos.
No shit.
Yeah. Just finished training with him now. He's really strong, but like really, really, really strong.
Yeah,
so
I've met him at Arm Wars last year, and he wasn't that big at all.
No, he's.
I think that's
James walks around about anywhere between 97 and about 105 kilos. It all depends on what season it is. I mean, he started competing at 100 kilo in UK for the 100 kilo arm gods. He was making his way up the matching ladder, you know. So because this match now with Evan is below 105. He's put the weight on for it, so he's always been fighting weight. James, he's one of these guys. He's naturally gifted with like massive big muscle bellies and stuff. Yeah. So he's like, for him to walk around at 97 kilos, it's hard work. You know, he's not eating much food, but now he's sort of like 105. He's really strong. His left arm, I think, he'll really shock Evan. I mean, Evan's got something for him if he gets that shoulder on, but hand and wrist wise, he's doomed. He's absolutely doomed. He's really coming onto his own.
I noticed with Evan, sometimes he's ready and sometimes he's not. But when he's ready, he's a fucking killer.
Yeah, Evans. I mean, when we pulled, he was like 280 pounds when we pulled. But yeah, he was 280 pounds. He wasn't. I think it was too much for him on table. I think he was. Once I got position on him, he burned. He burned after round 1, you know. And like I said, I had to play around with him and let it make. I had to do an arm wars match. I basically did an arm wars match. I like just like that.
That's probably all the alcohol he drank in Ireland.
I did a fake arm wars match for about 20 minutes. So really, I should be outside of Neil Pickup in the stocks and being stoned and everything. I should be there like that. Anyways, let's just have a quick look in the chat before we move on. So we have got White Wolf in the chat, who's already got his tickets for Canada. We've got Buddy Hale, obviously Marcus Thompson, Devon Foran, Beerman and his Bad Company. Grant Diet's in the chat. Grant Diet, I don't really overly like Grant Diet, but with his weight loss, he's done amazing. So congratulations, Grant. Absolutely immense. You're looking really good. Kinetic Stringwell, obviously we got the Schmo in there. Drew24 with his comments he always puts in, you know, the algorithm boosting comments that never get us a like or a share. We've got Ollie Armwrestler in there. We've got Dan John, hello, Dan John, Beer Rooney, Graham Shaw, the Scottish fellow with no teeth. He's quite a funny looking guy. He's like, there's an arm wrestler from Scotland called Graham Shaw, and he's 26 and he looks 48. He's really bad. He looks like he's ready for going to grave tomorrow. So yeah, we're all caught up with that. So yeah, guys, it's all going down September 30th. If you've not already done so, get your pay-per-views. The full card list is out. Everything's there available. Go and support your boys. There's going to be some absolute bangers. Obviously, we're going to see Bradford and Terry and go at it. Very, very excited. We've got young man Connor Sale challenging for the Commonwealth belt against 19 years in prison Danimal. He's got all sorts of random shit going on him. He's definitely been Ted Wilson, Danny.
Oh, he's a sketchy fella, that guy.
I think I'm not gonna go, Connor.
You what, John?
Connor, how do you think your match is gonna go?
I can only hear echo.
How do you think your match is gonna go?
Oh, I think so. From all I've seen of this guy, I can hear so much echo. All I've seen of this guy is a back pressure style top roller, slightly King's movie, and that style just doesn't work it just doesn't work against me, I don't think.
Right, guys, I think the people in the chat are going to get pissed off. So someone's really echoing, and we don't know who it is.
I've got earphones in. It can't be me.
And it's not me. Is it coming through you, Dave, or is it coming through John?
I'm not sure.
Well, I thought it was John. I thought it was John because all I can hear is echo when he speaks. But
yeah,
is
John.
it me?
I think it could be you. So go to the chat and come back in, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that echo gone?
The echo is gone. Yeah.
That sounds better.
That's better now. I was just getting a reverb and I couldn't actually concentrate on what I was saying.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. But John, unfortunately, it's not his fault that he like literally lives in the fucking hillbilly fucking Suey with all them
backwoods.
Like, oh yeah, like lives in all them backward fucking what they call them like deliverance type guys. I mean, you hear John and his family talking, and they're all like, "Shoot, well, I've got a match with that David Bradford, and I think I'm going to win, my son. I think David Bradford's wrist is every chance is going to get flopped back. And I'm going to flop that wrist, and I'm telling you now, Ma, can you hear me, Ma? You know, fucking hell, you can imagine, can't you? John, stop it. Stop wanking off your brother, John. Stop it. That's it, isn't it? You can imagine that. John, now stop it. You can't lick out your sister. It's not right. It's a tongue like a bee's wing on his sister's asshole. Oh, God.
I thought we were keeping this a PC show, Paul. Come on.
Sorry about that, guys. Kids should be in bed. Kids should be in bed. Ollie Stewart, you don't let John do it. Don't let James do it to you. James Walls appeared in the chat. Did a good training session with James at weekend. Feeling very strong. Hey, that's not very nice, Big B. Called us scumbags.
Agreed. I can't really disagree with that.
Tell you what, there'll be a few kilos on that table on the day between those two, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I'm honestly, mate. I'm not looked forward to an event for such a long time. Honestly, really, I Benny Hill. I didn't know they watched Benny Hill in Canada. I'm not looking forward to an event for a long time. I feel like we're going over there as a country, and we're really going against Canada. And let's be honest, there's a lot of history, between us all with Commonwealth stuff, and there's a lot of banter, and I just feel as though like each match from all the guys that I've seen pulling, they all look like evenly matched. It's like obviously we can't pick and choose. We've had qualifiers for most of the matches, so we can't really pick and choose who we want. So it's not necessarily like, oh yeah, we think that's going to be a great match. But I genuinely think there's, apart from like the top few tier guys in Canada, obviously Devon and Matt Maskin and a couple others maybe who are not here by that chance, that we seem very, very well-rounded and very evenly matched, in countries. When there was a few Canadians over at IFA World Championships last year, some of our guys pulled with them, Connor, with Canadians, and it was very close, weren't it? James Beach had some wars with top Canadian guys and stuff like that. So it's looking like it's going to be an absolute screamer. Who are you looking forward to most, Dave? Who are you looking forward to watching most?
I am looking forward to watching James Beach. I want to see him really do something on there. Yeah, I really want to see him, put him slam into the pad, because his hand and wrist, he's been like, I don't know, he's been going through the ranks slowly, but organically then, and I want to see him really do something over there. And I think he will.
Yeah, James is on top form right now. Really good.
Do you see, Dave Bradford, do you see James Beach as being a threat to you very soon or not?
Absolutely, yeah, of course he is. I mean, he's a bit heavier than me. Yeah, you know what it's like, Paul. The margins get smaller and smaller, don't they? The longer people have been training and the way they rush through the ranks, you've seen people come and go. And yeah, I mean, me and him have been going at it for years, and he will definitely, I'll definitely be in his sights, 100%. He might not say it just now, but I'm definitely in his sights.
I think he would say it to you now, Dave. I think he fucking would.
Yeah, I mean, his next match, obviously, he passed he's got the match against Tom Holland, and we're going to try and look at doing that in December or January. Obviously, Tom's got to defend that 100-kilo championship belt on both arms. His next opponents are going to be, James Wall's going to be there again. James Wall was speaking with me this weekend, and he spoke to me again on Saturday. Today on phone. He was saying that he genuinely believes that Tom Holland cannot do anything to him now. He thinks after he got that win on him at qualifier here when he got 1-1 in qualifier, he thinks he's got Tom Holland's number. He's convinced. So I mean, that one again, we're going to see a rerun of that, and then obviously we're going to see James Beach and Tom Holland, and how do you see that one going, Dave? Do you see it? Tom Holland wins still? He's just still too good.
It just worries me with James. Sometimes he can sometimes just think, probably a bit like me on occasion, but you can think too much into it, and maybe you can beat yourself walking up to the table. I've been to matches like that, like me and Tom's match on the left arm. I feel like I give him, although he deserves respect, I feel like I give him far too much respect on the day. That's why I give myself too much to do in the end. But no, if he's in the right mindset, I think he's got all the right tools to do the job on Tom. But whether he's got that mindset, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be going down. And who's next on your radar then, Dave? I mean, what's next for you?
Yeah, do you know what? I'm just focused on this. At the moment, I'm just focused on Canada, Paul. At the moment, that's Joletarians on the pizza. Come on.
Much better.
It's the same old guys, I'll be honest. It's the same old guys for me. I don't like losing, so it's. I think James Wall thinks that's it. I'm done and dusted. I'll never be touching his right arm again. I don't believe that.
He does. James Wall does think that.
I know he does. I think he's wrong. And obviously Tom Holland needs to be put to the pad as well. Again, left arm. I just give myself too much to do on the day, and he deserved to win. But yes, he's certainly on my radar still.
Yeah, it's going down. So go on, Connor. Who are you looking forward to most in Canada? Which one tickles the taste buds of the CUNT Legend Killer?
Well, we've already went for James and Evan, so I can't really go for that again. I really love seeing Craig Sanders just smash cunts. Like it's great every single time. Is it me that's echoing?
Just carry on.
Is it fucking me?
No, you sound alright.
Okay, right. Yeah, I can't wait to see Craig Sanders kill whoever he comes up against, and then just smile and walk off and get a pint.
You just want the afters with Craig. You're just looking forward to the afters with Craig, yeah?
Yeah, he's there for the party. He was like me.
Yeah. The Candyman.
But
my fellow Welshman, that's the one. That is the match. That is going to be, for entertainment purposes, hopefully, I think that is going to be the best match. Just purely with what's going to happen, the lead up on the day and how the match goes. Because that could be, it's got the makings of a good match as well.
Yeah, I mean, the Candyman and Uncle John, I mean, that was a surprise. Yeah, I think like we obviously got Scott over there for going and start rubbing everybody's arm. And then obviously Uncle John goes and sticks his 2 pennies within. And next minute, Marcus is ringing me saying, "Oh, Paul, I've just made this match. What do you think about Scott James and Uncle John?" And to be fair, I was absolutely devastated because Uncle John, I cannot stand him for one. And to have him on our card again to me, it was just insulting. No, it was insulting. And Marcus has gone on and cracked on, and it's
like herpes, he just keeps coming back.
Yeah, Scott James is good. He's earned his spot. He had a big win for his Southern area belt. That was good for Scott. Trained really hard, over there in Wales. I'm looking forward to what's it called? Ming Douglas coming and seeing how good he is. He's fighting for Commonwealth belt against Big Rick, 6'8", winner of that AMC tournament they had in Canada, decimated everybody. He's meant to be in like amazing form right now. He's a monster. Ming Douglas rung me before. He says, you never told me he was 6'8". I'm like, well, does it really matter how big he is? You've got to just go to the sword. So I think Ming Douglas is a bit nervous about it. Big James Stewart just getting better and better and better. He's got a tough one though with Pork Chop. Like, I'm really excited to see that one. I mean, Pork Chop probably isn't, the form that we saw him at East versus West before he snapped his bicep, but he's still going to be an absolute handful, isn't it? So that's going to show us where James Stewart. That's going to show us where James Stewart is. Then we're going to be having what, Connor? Well, we've got Elliot Eccles against BLM, Commonwealth Championship belt. Elliot's been doing some really good stuff. How do you see that one going?
I think currently, I mean, you've got to root for your home team, but I think that's a big ask for Elliot right now. Elliot's done a lot domestically, but BLM's done a lot more, I think. And he's a bigger guy. He's got years of experience, and that hand and wrist is ridiculous. So I've got to kind of think that BLM's the favourite there.
Is anyone else dropping out the chat, or is this me?
Yeah, it's just you and John Terry, I think.
Fuck's sake.
Is my echo gone though?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Right.
Yeah. You're not echoing anymore. Yeah. We're actually getting a few people saying you're not echoing. Yeah. So we've no Canadians what have nipped on show. We've had John Terry in, obviously, but it's just ended up UK and Ireland guys. So obviously them Canadians are clearly shit in the pants.
Evan's too hungover to come on. Apparently, I think that's a bitch move. If he's too hungover to come on, then how's he going to survive an Arm God show?
I mean, we all saw what happened to him when he did come to Arm Wars. He's having a few beers, and then after like day 2, he builds up, he drinks all these beers, and then Marcus Thompson drunk him on the table. He was throwing up every 2 minutes. He's just being sick. I mean, his wife at the time.
Marcus has got an advantage though, being Irish,
His wife at the time.
Paul, you did it again. Hashtag rent free. You said Arm Wars.
I didn't say Arm Wars.
Fuck. Never mind. We'll forget that. We'll just move past it.
Well, hang on. We've got someone nipping in. We've got one Canadian with some bollocks.
What's going on, guys? You seem lonely over there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're very lonely. Listen, Rich, you've not got children with you, have you?
No, just me and the girlfriend driving back from the East Coast. I'm surprised you guys didn't hear me. I was hollering profanity over there, yelling over the pond at you.
Well, if you've got your missus there, why do we not see her bobbing up and down?
She's trying to sleep. I wore her out over the weekend.
Yeah, if that was a British girl, buddy, she'd be up and down like she was bobbing for apples in a game of Halloween game like this.
That's just because you British boys don't have enough energy left for them over there, and they're wearing you out.
You'll find out, because I'm going to go through all the women in Canada again.
Fuck, eh?
How we doing, Rich? You okay?
Yeah, doing fantastic. I'm just happy to be here. I know no one really has any idea who I am. I'm kind of popping up out of nowhere, but as I say, everyone loves a good underdog.
Well, all I can say, mate, is you come through the qualifier, you ended up winning it, and it was a good class. You know, at the end of the day, it don't matter. And I watched it, and you've got some serious talent. And the guy you're going to be pulling, called Andrew Jones, AJ, he could be in serious trouble. That's one match where I think that you might just be too much for him. It's going to be really, really interesting.
Well, I don't want you to boost me up too much, because I know it's never good going in just assuming you're going to win. But
no, I'll have AJ up all morning. So is this like the first major tournament that you've been in?
This will be first major tournament for me.
How long
So
have you been
last
pulling?
year, everyone knows the Ottawa Open. You've heard of that?
Yeah.
So I went into the amateur heavyweights last year, and I took first on my right in that. But other than that, this is it for me. So I'm pretty excited.
Oh, who the fucking hell's that stood there with that giant head?
Who is this?
Oh, who the fucking hell's that? That's got to be a Canadian. That's a Canadian, that, surely.
You know who the fuck it is, son. Look who's back. Hey! Look who's fucking back. Hey! Fucking fast as a whippet, son. Yeah? Look who's fucking back, mate.
What's
Hey.
happened to your forehead?
It's fucking, yeah, your missus said last night it's disappearing. Mate, the Canada event is going to be absolute fucking trash, Paul. You know that? The only way you're going to save the Canada event is if you get Kirsty up there in a little fucking bra and panties, dancing around.
Well, yeah, it would help. It would help the event. It definitely would help the event, I must admit.
It would, mate. It would. Fucking joke.
But do you know what would help even more?
Yeah, go on, son.
If your missus, or your ex-missus, she was with Kirsty, bent over, getting a pokey bum wank.
Hey, I would actually enjoy that too.
Yeah. I tell you. So, Rich, if you don't know this guy, this is Stefan Pantilica. Basically, unfortunately, he's just split up with his ex-missus because she was a right twat, and now he's living the dream, and he's living the dream now.
Oh God. 9 years. God.
I'll be honest with you. It should have been over after 9 months. Miserable country.
Fucking hell. I've been sitting in the basement, mate, with bag of sweets, luring children for fucking 3-4 months. And nothing, mate. Nothing. I'm just alone. I'm fucking all alone, mate. So I thought I might as well come on here, and at least you lot are my mates.
Well,
hey?
why don't you come to Canada and I'll buy your flight? How's that?
I would, but you're a fucking cunt, ain't you? I don't want to go. Imagine sleeping in the same. And you're going to sleep in the same room, though, Paul.
And you could sleep with Ted Wilson.
Oh, I could go shoulder deep in Ted.
Yeah. He's. And Rich knows who Ted is, don't you? Richard, do you know who Ted is?
I think he's in shock, Paul.
So if you don't know who Ted is, he's a resident.
The village base.
Yeah, he'll. If you fall asleep around Ted, you're definitely waking up with a sore arsehole. That's guaranteed.
Paul, what the hell are you wearing, mate? Is that a bra?
That's me wife, Peter. Look.
Fucking hell. Look, oh, Matt. Oh, God. I just threw up, mate. That was awful. Fuck me. I thought you were getting in shape.
I am.
Well,
either Rich, have you gone?
He's frozen.
So, Steph.
Yeah, mate.
Let's touch on this card. Which match are you looking forward to most?
Fucking hell, I've forgotten now who's on it. Firstly, I'm not on it, so why does it fucking matter? Yeah, the Connor one's going to be good. Who's he facing? Some tranny or something?
I'm always facing some tranny.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, we all, support equal rights and all that, but yeah, it's who you facing, mate.
Well, you see, I'm going to try and put it up in a minute because, oh no, that's not the one. Sorry about that.
He's the 11th most notorious bank robber in Canadian history, or something.
Is he really?
Yeah.
That's an absolute lie, isn't it? Oh, let's have a look.
I don't know if you can see him or not. Danimal.
Yeah,
Danimal.
Nice. Yeah, I think Connor's going to absolutely spank him.
I think I'm going to absolutely spank him as well. I think I'm going to have to give him a bit of the Paul Maiden treatment and showboat.
I didn't finish, mate. I said he's actually going to spank him afterwards in the hotel room.
You can come and stay with me and protect me, Patty.
Yeah, I'll protect you, all right, mate. I'll put my big arm around you, support you, make you feel special. I'm single now, Connor.
And then you'll leave me.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you're single, Stefan, because, I mean, you're tall, you're handsome. I mean, where did it go wrong? The fact that she was just an absolute cock?
No, I think she was deaf and blind. So,
seriously, do you think it was the fact that me and James Beach had an argument with her that day?
I reckon so. You scumbags, mate. Straight after that, she dumped me.
Did she dump you? Did she dump you, or did you leave her?
No, she fucking dumped me, mate. And I had to dust off the old baseball bat after that. Get the cobwebs off it, So I dusted that off, gave her a good go in, and yeah, apparently that's not allowed. I thought it was just frowned upon, but it's illegal.
So listen, Rich, we're just going to fill you in, yeah? So basically, right, we was all like a bit of an arm wrestling event, and Stefan, his girlfriend at the time, was a right twat, right? Right bitch. So she's like one of these do-gooders that thinks that, like, we should give all the money back to the black people and stuff, yeah? So, no, she is. She's one of the people, isn't she? She's like she's on about modern-day slavery, but then, like, she wouldn't go back past, like, she wouldn't go back past the, what do you call it, like 200 years. She just stopped at the black. She didn't stop about the Jewish people or the fact that the Romans and the Hebrews and blah 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 blah. So she has like a bit of a bee in a bonnet. So with me and James Beach, like one of my training partners, were having an argument with his missus, and she's basically trying to tell us that we deserve the minority of jobs. So basically, that we should give, even if we're more qualified, she said that we should give more jobs to people of ethnic colour, an ethnic background than we should get, even if we're more qualified, right? So we're saying, well, no, not really. Who do you want? If you have 10 jobs for a firefighter, and 8 of them, the best candidates are white, then surely the best candidate should get the job. It shouldn't be colour. Is that right? Am I right here?
I think you're right. We deal with the same issue here. A lot of people are hiring them because they'll come in cheaper.
Yeah, well, anyway, so his missus started saying that basically me and James, who we was being bigoted and stuff, so we basically told her, shut up or she's going to sit back on her knees. Anyway, we didn't know this, but when she left and went home, because Stefan defended us, she's ended up fucking leaving him. And it felt really bad.
That was the catalyst for her leaving you after a 10-year relationship?
Yeah.
I think the worst part about all of this is the fact that your buddies are just telling you she's a cunt now and didn't tell you sooner.
Oh, for God's sake.
That's not even the worst. The worst part of it is that he was with her for nearly 10 years, but for 9 of them years, she was being passed round the Pakistanis like a bag of pick and mix. She's like, oh, I'm sorry for 300 years of rebellion. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Black Guy, for fucking, fucking slavery. I'm sorry, fucking whatever. I'm thinking, fucking hell, woman, put your fucking knickers up. The bastard's done nothing wrong.
Fuck.
Is that why you're hiding out in the basement till you get through all your antibiotics from everything she passed on to you, or what?
No.
Oh, God. Oh, how did you know?
I hope you never get back with it.
Back to talking about arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
Or we already know that Canada's gonna fucking smash everybody, so why talk about it anymore?
Oh.
Oh, show for that shit.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, never going to get into it, Rich. Never going to get into it. Listen, Evan Burgoyne is one step away from the deathbed. I mean, he looks like he's been dug up every morning when we see him. Like, what's he possibly going to do against an athlete like James Beach? Zero. And then you've got Big B. He's like, what? Big B, what the fuck's he going to do? He looks like the Stay Puft Pastry Man out of Ghostbusters. You poke him and you just lose your wrist. I mean, when I saw him bend down in Canada like this, yeah, he bent down in Canada with like a low-cut top on, and it just looked like top of a sliced loaf went straight down, sliced bread straight down. I mean, the guy struggles to tie his own shoe. He's not, how's he going to be doing with Rob Frampton? An absolute athlete. And then you've got a guy who's had more who's had more pricks than a second-hand dirtboard, the Danimal, right? He's done 19 years in prison, getting fucking bummed off every man in there, right? And he's just going to get bummed again off Connor. So that match is over.
Danimal's another underdog, though. Danimal's a guy that he's, I don't think he's been in it that long. And again, this is where my argument here is going to run short because I don't spend enough time following everyone and where they're at here. But Danimal he's fucking strong and he's been on a steep rise. So we don't know where that's going to stop. So wherever you guys saw him last, I think he's stronger every time he comes in.
and then
hold up. Can you not interrupt Paul Maiden when he's speaking, you shitbag?
I thought we had time to converse in here.
We We need panty liquor in Canada, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. He's running the press conference.
Well, if we don't have Banter liquor in Canada, we definitely need his ex-missus in Canada because she puts out.
Right.
All right, apologies, Paul. Carry on.
Oh no, you're all right, Rich. Okay, so yeah. Other than that, I think we've got that. What's it called? Lamb chop. Is it lamb chop? It's called lamb chop or something.
Yeah.
Curtis Cameroon or something, whatever it's called. Curtis Cameroon lamb chop. I mean,
sorry, am I allowed to speak in here and correct in between? Because fuck, dickhead here is, but all of a sudden I'm not.
You can speak, Rich. Just don't let your missus talk, okay?
I think we should see where his hands are right now. The guy's stuck in the fucking basement there. Are they full of Vaseline right now?
Oh, fucking hell.
It's not a hand, but it's something.
I lost it. Yeah, there's that lamb chop. I think he's pretty good, lamb chop. So I think James Stewart's going to be in a good match there. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, yeah, obviously, Rich. Now you're probably thinking, this is not East versus West. I've been invited to. But yeah, this is too many arm wrestling shows, man.
Guys, sorry, it's cutting up on me.
No worries, bud. No worries. So I did try, guys. I did try my very, very best to be professional, to not be, not be a nasty person, but it just keeps coming out, Connor. Every now and again, it just comes out.
It just leaks out.
Yeah, like sometimes I think to myself, well, what do people want? And like you speak about arm wrestling, and you can give yourself a nice show, and then, then you get this, and then people say, Paul, why have you changed? Why are you being different than you was? And they want Paul back. I mean, Marcus rings me up. You've changed. Why are you being like that? Everyone's going to think we're soft. And it was like, well, Marcus, we've got to think about the future. We've got to think about building this for the future. And he's just, well.
Yeah, and people ain't going to join if you're going to just be a cunt all the time, eh? So you want to just tone it up. Was this meant to be a PC show? I didn't realise when I came on.
Yeah, it was meant to be a PC show.
Oh.
We've got the most professional guy here is Iron's House. We've got Panty Liquor and then CUNT, so...
Oh, hang on.
Hey!
When I wake up in the morning, I want to get high.
Ooh.
What's it called that now? I don't know. What's it called that now? Looking, this is it, Big B song, innit? What was it? I want to get high. That's it, innit?
That's actually the only song I've ever sung at karaoke. I did karaoke once, and it was to that song, legit.
Nice.
It was not flattering. It was not flattering.
Who
Big
was it?
D in the house.
I know. Who was it, that fella? Who sang that now? I wake up in the morning, I want to get high. That works.
That's Afro Man.
Yeah,
you
Afro
posted
Man.
that fucking picture of me looking like a marshmallow with that fucking song on, didn't you?
Oh, fuck. Stefan, you're still alive. I thought you might have fucking hung yourself by now.
I'm waiting, mate. I'm waiting for you to kick the stool for me, mate. And I've got no one.
Can you hear that one? Roll another bud, Big B. Let's see if I can get it going.
Oh, he's got it coming in there. Oh, yeah. That's like good stuff.
I'm going to try and rap for you, Big B. All right?
All right, let's hear this fucking gobshite.
Big B, you're just a fat piece of shit. Ooh, ooh, and I'm gonna jack you round like a girl's clit. Stefan's expert, she's a fucking slag. 9 big black guys, and now she's dead.
Oh God. Fucking hell. Why do you think I don't come on here, mate, anymore? Fuck me.
It's sort of like rapping for Down syndrome, you know, like some sort of charity.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You got to give him a chance, you know.
Big B, what the fuck's that in your hand? Is that a joint or is it like a cigar?
That's a backwood.
Oh.
It's I can't put enough weed in a zigzag, so I need to fucking up it up, you know?
Fuck yeah, now it's like a tree, mate.
Oh yeah, well, that's good Canadian lumber right there.
Yeah. I think, hey, Big B, I think we all want to know. I've been wanting to ask this for a long time, mate. And the serious question: how big is your dick, mate? Come on.
It's thick. It's thick. It's Uncle Thicky there, you know?
Yeah. Mate, I just wanted to know: is it short, thick, like a fucking Coke can? Is it long as your arm, but thin?
All you gotta do is ask your missus. It's in the DMs.
Hey, fucking
son of a bitch.
you hey, I'm taking. Hey, Rob's out now. I'm in. Yeah.
He's dead.
Fucking telling you.
Oh man. Oh my God.
She did tell me
Rich was a little dry on here. I figured I'd come in and fucking help out the conversation in this fucking chat. Holy fuck, man.
So, go on, Big B. Let's have your take on the Canada event.
Oh man, it's gonna be the bumming is coming. You already know what's happening. I honestly, there's fucking sick matches. It's gonna be really fucking entertaining. That's all I know. Anything else, whatever way the matches go, it's gonna be fucking fireworks, 100%.
Yeah,
what's your favorite matches of that?
I see a lot of good matches, a lot of like well matched up matches, and some of them we don't know either, you know. So a lot of like I said, it's a lot of expectation, you know.
What's your favorite matches on the card, Big?
I like Pork Chop and the Scottish Claymore. I like Big Rick and Mingdaugus. The BLM match, I don't know. I think that's gonna be an easy one. Fucking Alan's gonna have a good match. Alan's match would be good.
Oh God, who fucking Ned Flanders? That's who.
Yeah.
Ned
But obviously the biggest match on the card, obviously me and your boy Rob, you know what I mean? Literally
fucking
biggest match on
the card, yeah. No,
not,
straight up,
honestly,
Alan Ford. Can I just jump in? Sorry, Big B. But
you got
Alan Ford is the most boring, miserable bastard I have ever in my life come across. I mean, he's just like, you ask him a question, he's definitely a serial killer. He's definitely a serial killer. He's like that guy in here out of what's it like American Psycho. You know, he's scuttling.
Yeah.
Right, he's so boring, isn't he? He's like 50 shades of fucking boring, isn't he? Like, I really didn't want him at that match. You just know Alan Ford is absolute dog shit in bed as well, don't you? No, it is, isn't it? Alan Ford is just one of them guys. He's like, right, you can tell that she doesn't get wet. He just does this. He goes, and then he does this. He puts it in like this. He goes. And then, like, imagining his feet on headboard like that, he's just going.
Yeah.
You know when Alan's coming, he looks like a fucking Galapagos porpoise, doesn't he? That's what he looks like. A fucking Galapagos fucking porpoise.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, he's the type of guy who's got all those fucking plastic covers on his couches, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's got.
When you go into his house and you have to take your shoes off when you go into his house. You can't go in with your shoes on, because if he does, he says, "Hey guys, do you mind if you take off your shoes?" He's like,
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I thought Alan was in the chat for a second.
and then he asks you, "Do you want a cup of tea?" And then if you don't carry a cup of tea back into the kitchen and put it on side, he's like, he falls out with you, doesn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. He's going to have his match with James Wall, and even if he wins and wins that Commonwealth belt, he'll be like, that's what he's going to be like,
Mouth
isn't it?
guard. No, you can't forget the mouth guards in the one hand, though. You know what I mean?
Please
Oh,
welcome new Commonwealth champion, Alan the Hitman Ford.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely got autism, isn't he?
Oh man. Oh man.
But he's not as bad as BLM, because BLM is Rain Man, isn't it? Have you
Oh.
the Rain Man? He's like, okay, Forrest Gump. Connor, basically, you're too young for that, but BLM is 100%.
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Oh man. You're just mad. You're just mad because he dry bummed your boy. You're your favorite side piece. You know what I mean? He couldn't even put his arm to the pad once. I was fucking pathetic. I thought he was strong.
Fucking hell. If your boy didn't even start straight for one.
They tried to give us the Welsh screw job so bad. The fucking thing went to 7 round and his arm didn't hit the pad once. The fuck is going on here? Oh, you can't. It's okay though.
Guys like to arm wrestle fairly, and like just the UK guys like to arm wrestle, and the Canadians just like to hustle. That's about it.
Hustle.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I felt sorry for Dean's wife. She was probably just in a ball crying for like 3 days after that event.
Yeah,
She's
I
so
don't think she was happy.
She probably needed she probably billed you guys for the fucking therapy.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Fucking shaking in a corner.
Dean's just rubbing her back, bringing her water. You know what I mean? He's being a good husband. You know.
Stefan, he must be on about Connor. Show your tattoo, Connor. Connor, show your tattoo. This guy must be talking about you.
Are you talking about me?
Did you guess the mink there, Connor? Is that just a fucking big shit stain on your bicep?
Listen, Uncle John's mustache. Hang on a minute. While I agree with what you're saying about Mr. Ford, I disagree with your right to say it. That tattoo prick is looking for a great Canadian beatdown.
Oh, come on, that's not me.
He's talking about you, Paul. Fuck me.
He can't be speaking about me.
Oh man.
Which Canadian's going to give me a beatdown, really? I mean,
I swear to God, Paul, me and my boys are gonna fucking grab you up and duct tape you to a flagpole and leave you there for the whole event. I'm telling you. You'll be on the parking lot. You'll be on the parking lot getting fucking rained on. Good old Canadian rain.
I've seen your boys on Instagram, all thinking you like this with your fucking BB guns. You fucking set of shit houses. Fucking, I'll talk about your fucking. You think you're fucking. What's that movie called? That fucking in America where they fucking they live on corner. They got a blue band and a fucking red band. Fucking what are they called them, Stefan?
The Crips, isn't it? Bloods and Crips.
He thinks his boy's in the hood, fucking Big B. You want to see my boys? I shoot you, motherfucker. I get you by right by you, shoot you, motherfucker. Fuck off, Big B. You couldn't fucking shoot a fucking pea shooter. Never mind a 9mm. Fucking hell. They're fucking bobbing around the club with all his mates, all that, thinking they're all fucking gangsters. When they're all packing shelves at fucking Walmart, 12-hour shift. You know what I mean? Big B stood there like that with all his mates, thinking they're cool as fuck, and they're there at fucking McDonald's flipping fucking burgers and looking at the looking at fucking sides of him. He's fucking at 2 big fucking backs on his own tonight.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
I'm telling you this. I'll be over with Marcus Thompson, and me and Marcus Thompson will stand there in middle of the car park and fight you and any of them other fucking wannabe gangsters. No fucking problem.
Paul, you'll be butt naked crying, begging for us to fucking stop hurting you. I'm telling you, it'll be bad. It'll be bad. Oh, man. You'll be naked. You'll be naked like the day you were born.
Fuck off, Curtis Jackson. Fucking hell. We'll get that other song in a minute. What's that? That gangster song, Stefan. Who was it, that gangster song?
Which one?
Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah, Gangster's Paradise.
Yeah.
Well, that's Gangster's Paradise is Coolio.
Coolio, yeah, he's dead now. Rest in peace, Coolio.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Oh, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be good.
You're about to scurry as fucking John Scatman was. Do you remember him?
Is he still alive, that guy?
No, he's dead as well.
Of course he is. Yeah.
What the fuck? I remember that one. That was a cracking song. Back in the 90s.
You need a lot of that fucking snowflake to fucking do that song.
Yeah.
You need a lot of that good snowflake.
No, snorted through a hose pipe.
Hang on, guys. Rich, we told you to tell your missus to shut up.
That was your buddy there talking. Don't worry.
Don't let her speak again.
That's the birth script in the background. Don't
This is a
start
show.
nothing you're not going to finish here. Come on.
Listen, Rich.
Again.
There's only a couple of uses for women in our world. You know why God gave women thin wrists? So you can anchor them to the bed. You know why God gave women small feet? So they can stand closer to the washing up dish, to the washing up bowl. That's it. Women are good for 2 things: fighting and fucking, and that's it. Done, finished. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't spend any time with them. So that's why Stefan's missus has fucked off. She's fighting grizzly birds. She's fighting grizzly birds now. They're fucking fat slag.
Oh man, he just loves slagging off.
I'm just not sure why you're picking a fight with the only guy that's got his girlfriend in the room and yours isn't around. Because I'm sure if she was around, you'd probably be shutting the fuck up.
Don't you be surprised. My missus, Rich, has only got 1 pickle stabber in the mouth because I knocked 17 of them out. You know what I mean?
You know, I heard about your women over there in England. That's the only reason why she's only with you, because you had to knock the rest of them out and you couldn't trust her.
That's true. That's why Stefan's not got a girlfriend anymore.
Oh God! There's no need. Come on now. There's no need. I'm alone. I've got nobody.
The wound is still open. It's still fresh.
You came in heavy. You came into the chat heavy, man.
I know, but come on, God. Give me a little bit of, softness, a bit of, compassion.
Yeah.
No one has any compassion for you, Stefan.
We're only joking. So, Rich, no, seriously though, Rich, we're going to talk about arm wrestling for a minute now. Okay, now. So, no, well, we are. So we have to talk about arm wrestling because I feel like Rich quite doesn't understand the way we are at the moment. Obviously, knobheads. I've got to be I've got to be that responsible promoter because I am an arm wrestling promoter. I mean, and I have to see Rich, and he is quite a big guy, and I'm quite scared. You know what I mean? So I've got to like talk a little bit about arm wrestling. But Rich, you've got this opportunity. You've not been in arm wrestling forever. I know a little bit of your backstory. I've obviously done our research. You know, you've come up the ranks. You won in a bit of a shocker with same class as the Grippler and Pork Chop. Am I right?
Yep.
And was that a surprise to you, or was that something that you believed you could have done beforehand?
No, being completely transparent, I was blown away. You can ask all the team members, but it's partially because I am not that active or haven't been that active in it. So yeah, came into it, but what I do have is a lot of grit every time I come in. So.
Just fucking fresh as a daisy, just fucking humping his new old lady. Fuck, he hasn't been on the table. He's been on the bed. Fuck.
just working on those testosterone levels the natural way, boys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's it, mate. The natural way. Whoever takes it, fuck off. Yeah, stop cheating. Stop taking your shit and fuck off. All right, I'm sick of people saying they're strong and they take shit. Sorry, carry on.
I'm not sure who was carrying on with what there after that.
It was the anger there from being off the meds and that. So
yeah, so I'm actually going to get back to speaking to. Listen, guys, I'm going to make this a decent chat now with Rich. So Rich, so coming from that big win, obviously some of the guys there, you know, they said that, you know, it was a lucky win. It was something that probably shouldn't have happened. It was 1 in a million, even, especially with two beasties like that. But you're obviously.
Also forget about Christian Gilbert. Christian Gilbert was in that class too. The old bull move.
So
he's another guy over 20 years in the game.
So Rich, so what gives you that inspiration? What give you that extra push? What have you done? What's your training been like? Where to get you to that level? Because them guys we're speaking about are really high level guys. And have you just excelled out of nowhere? Is it something have you been working training behind the scenes for a while? What gives us a feel about where you are?
You guys are probably gonna be, maybe you won't believe me, but the biggest thing, like 6'4", I'm 250 pounds, but man, I'm healthy. I aim to be healthy all the time. I'm not just out there pumping weights. I'm doing a little bit of endurance training. Obviously, lots of that. You know, we can all agree on that. But oh man,
I've been playing games on my.
Hold on a second, guys. We're just dealing with some technical difficulties. Technical difficulties.
Do gift cards actually work? Yeah, my Amazon order just got delivered today. How do I get in on it? Just download Misplay from the Google Play Store.
You'll mute that shit.
All right, some phone complications here while we're driving back from the East Coast, but I just I go hard at practice. I don't know what to say. Just a fucking natural. Get ready. When it comes to endurance, like that's why I won the tournament, because endurance is my game. But every time I show up, I'm stronger. I haven't been in a special seat other than I'm coming into it hungry, coming into it stronger than ever, and look out. So I'm not sure if while I was fucking around there, you guys got into a totally different conversation or not. Now I'm coming in out of context. But
it's the Rich Show.
No, we was listening to you, and we just wondered why, when you miss his sport, you didn't give her a backhander.
Oh, man.
Because I had to, my phone wasn't working, so I'm had to take a back seat and use hers to have this chat.
Richard, White Wolf is asking, what is your profession? And if you don't come out with what we're expecting you to come out with, then you're gonna be going on last.
Uh-oh. Rich, what is your profession?
Oh, what's my profession?
Yeah, please
Sorry, I was just chopping up now. That's terrible.
Be careful now. Be careful. This is do or die, Rich.
Yeah. He's on the noose. He's got the noose around his neck right now. Paul's got his foot on the stool.
Hey, now we're back on. Well, yeah. You guys are gonna put me in the doghouse. You keep talking trash about my girlfriend while she's sitting next to me. But sorry. What was the last question?
Right. What's your profession, Rich?
Demolition man.
Oh.
But I know a lot of the guys from the team will say I'm an undercover cop. So it's up for debate.
Oh my God, Rich! Connor, what is your profession?
Fuck.
Stefan, what is your profession?
Smashing arms and breaking them.
Big B, what is your profession? Rich, what is your profession? Yes,
I'll get better at that, guys, I promise.
And to finish off, Stefan's ex-missus, what is your profession?
Scumbag. He's scumbag. He's having a good time. He's having a good time.
Oh, God, you fucking.
Fuck me.
Poor guy. I'm actually starting to feel sorry for him now.
But the last time he was on, the wound was fresh, and it's like the next time he's on, he's still getting right at it.
Like, we're all laughing, but he's probably going to be crying after the.
He's crying on the inside right now. Trust me.
I'm not. I'm fine. I'm fine, everyone. I'm fine.
Let's go over to Canada, fucking Stefan. We'll get you some fresh pussy.
We need you in Canada. We need you in Canada. I'm willing to buy your flight tomorrow. If
You don't, man. You don't need me there. I'm fucking working. I've got a life here doing stuff. I don't know.
His fucking pimp won't allow it. won't let him off the corner.
You lot will be fine without me.
Well, I've really done my best, guys, for stay professional tonight. I'm really upset with myself.
Yeah. That's a good effort there, Paul.
It's not gone well. But the thing is, I really do try. But when my ADHD kicks in, it's just game over. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The ADHD kicked in about 45 years ago, Paul.
Yeah, it looks like, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
one thing, Paul. One thing I want to bring up. I met with a really close friend of mine not too long ago, mate, and it was brilliant. It was good to see him. We had some real good chats, and he put on an unbelievable show. You know,
Hey, wear a nice little dress for you.
Yeah. No, listen, the show he put on was the best arm wrestling show you can get today.
I know where you're going with this, Stefan.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
You're going to mention the Neil Pickup show in London, and the one that you sent me a picture of, where you and Neil like that, putting your arm around him. You're going to, yeah, that one. So that's what you're going to mention, yeah.
I don't know what you mean, mate. I haven't. I was going to mention fucking Engin and all them guys, not Neil.
You was trying to get at Neil doing his show in London when you're doing that because you sent me a picture of your arm round him. Well, you know what? You'll never get on an arm whilst card. You know why? You'll
Go
never
on.
get on the arm whilst card because your missus is like that with Neil and James. I mean, that's why.
Mate, you're just reaching. I wasn't going to say Neil, but now that you've mentioned him,
that was the missus giving Neil a reach round while she gave him a dirty trombone. That's what she was doing. Do you do that? Do you do them over there in Canada, Big B?
Oh yeah, there's lots. There's lots.
oh,
shit.
I remember when a girl gave me my first dirty trombone. I was only about 17, and for you Americans, we used to call it a dirty Bristow, but like we call it the rusty trombone. And basically, what happened is, I was like 17 years old. A girl stripped me down. She pushed me over, bent me over, tongued me arsehole, felt me nuts, and gave me a reach round. And I've never felt anything as well. It was quite good. I won't lie. And, apart from, I'd had a couple of bad pints of Guinness. And there was a bit of a tanned ring around me bottom.
You had a leakage.
When she finished, her face was like this.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. Oh, there's a bit of leakage after a couple of pints. Fucking hell. Oh, what do you say to that? It's meant to be a nice show, and you've just fucking said that.
This ain't a show, Stefan. It never fucking was.
Rich is back. Rich is back.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah, guys, I know I'm in and out like a yo-yo here. We're running off the cell reception though. We're driving back.
Yeah, so
you've been time obviously to hear that lovely story.
Have you ever had a rusty trombone, Richard?
We're not going to talk about that there, Paul. We'll just leave that one there, man. So first of all, it shouldn't be rusty, man. It shouldn't be rusty. But I guess you were 17, you were innocent, and she took advantage of you.
Yeah, I was also wearing my sister's thong at the time, so.
Oh, God.
Hellfire. Honestly,
Brilliant.
Rich, I can only apologise to you and your missus about the fact that you thought you was pulling in a serious arm wrestling promotion, and you just found out that it's not East versus West. All your dreams have been smashed, and you're actually in the. Yeah, I don't know, Rich.
You're in the fucking gutters, man. This is it.
My lack of response is coming from it's chopping up, but I'm only going to assume that anything you said was nothing but poetic. I can only assume.
Poet. Hey, did any of you guys hear me poem about John Brezink?
No, I don't listen to the show.
I did a poem about John Brezink, and not many people I don't think John replied. He never messaged and said he liked it, so I'm assuming he didn't. But yeah, see what you all think of this, guys. If you've not watched me poem with John, I'll let you listen to it. Are you ready?
Go on.
Let's go live. Do it live.
Okay, it's going. John Brezink, the GOAT, a legend in his own right, a pioneer of arm wrestling shining so bright. His presence on the table, oh, a sight to behold, inspiring thousands, both young and old. With unbelievable calm, cool and collected grace, he conquered opponents, leaving no trace. From the United States, he emerged as a star, his reign in arm wrestling unmatched by far. His legacy etched on the walls of caves for future generations to see. His story saved during the apocalypse when all seemed lost. His name will be found no matter the cost. Do you get that? I just want to start there. Yeah. So people have literally put drawings of John Brezink in a cave for many years to find, like they did, yeah, back in there. So you know. Are you ready? Galactic travellers in distant times yet to come will discover his tale and left awestruck and numb. For over the top may have made him famous, but his courage, strength, and love made him the greatest. Oh, John Brezink, we hail you utmost respect for inspiring us all and never neglect. Thank you for showing us what it means to strive, to chase our dreams and keep the fire alive. In the arm wrestling world, you'll forever reign. A true champion, your spirit will never wane. So here's to John Brezink, the GOAT we adore. May your legacy live on forevermore. What do you think of that?
I was just Stefan's forehead the whole time.
Right.
Fucking,
Sorry.
do you wanna lick his ass anymore? You fucking mate. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely, but you've embarrassed yourself, mate. Go lick his ass 1,000 times over.
I did do one about you. But did anyone ever hear me? Sorry, I'm going to go one more. Me Phil Woody one. Everyone knows who Phil Woody is, don't they? You remember that thing what sat on Jabba the Hutt's shoulder in Star Wars? Salacious B. Crumb. If you look at it, that's Phil Woody. That's Phil Woody. So Phil Woody, if you're still in the chat, I'm going to read it out for the boys. I've probably done it before, but let's do it again. In the world of arm wrestling, where rivalries brew, Phil Woody's a master of mischief too. Disguised as Salacious B. Crumb, he plays his part, a spy for Neil Pickup with a cunning heart. With nimble fingers and a mischievous grin, he gathers secrets hidden deep within. From arm wrestling techniques to strategies bold, he feeds them to Neil Pickup, or so I've been told. But beware, dear Neil, for Phil's loyalty may sway. A double agent he may just betray. In the game of wits, where trust is a must, who knows which side Phil Woody will adjust? So keep your eyes open, Neil. Stay on your guard, for spies and deception can hit you hard. But remember, my friend, it's all in good fun. Arm wrestling battles are never truly won. So yeah. I think of that one.
Can you hear the silence?
Yeah. What about this one then?
Well, the problem is if we say anything good, the fucking background crowds they're going to talk about licking assholes again.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with complimenting a man here, okay? No shame.
Yeah. There is if it's pole, mate. Don't do it.
Listen,
You're
you're the
warned.
one fucking luring kids with candy in your basement, okay? We frown upon pedophilia over here in Canada.
Hey, it was one time. It doesn't count.
Well, one time we do, Stefan. You little Thai boy.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Let's not bring it up because I've been told I can't talk about these things.
I remember when you went to Thailand, Stefan, the other year. So stop a quick story about Stefan, right? So Stefan went to Pattaya, right, in Thailand, and he's going up Pattaya Lane, which is just completely full of bars, right? And he met a girl called Ting Tong. Yeah, do you remember? You do remember? Because we was going to a competition in Malaysia, and we had a three-hour layover in Thailand. Me and Stefan and Gary Ricketts, right? And we're going down, and like me and Gary are like happily with our girls and no trouble at all. But Stefan, he decided he wanted to sample the local delights. Anyway, cut a long story short, we went into a go-go bar, and Stefan's giving a few moves, and they're coming over. Ah, Mr. Stefan, love you long time. $5, sucky. Oh. Yeah. So Stefan, being the sort of man he is, he decided to take this young boy up on his offer because he looked like a young boy anyway. So it was a boy, but he was a girl at the time. Yeah. So Stefan's grooving around in his go-go bar. We all go back to this house because we rented out an apartment. Next minute, we heard Stefan screaming, "Ah! Ah!" Right? You all know what's going on here, don't you? Stefan had gone upstairs, started having a snog and a kiss. He pulled the knickers down, and next minute there was a fucking meat and two veg standing up like that. He'd only gone and got himself a lady boy. Do you remember, Steph? Meat and two veg hanging out.
Fucking hell.
Meanwhile, he had already finished. He was just acting surprised at the end.
Yeah,
so you guys
yeah.
didn't know his bad there.
That would have said. He obviously flipped it over and given a good scene to. That was thinking it, Stefan. That was like when your cousin sneaked into your bedroom and gave you a gobble, and then you only woke up when you were coming and told it get off, didn't you? But you knew she was there.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. Ah, why? I told you not to tell that story.
I can't believe we've still got people watching us and we've not been shut off by YouTube here.
Fuck's sake. Oh, imagine that. You come in and I'm like, I had no idea. I had no idea what was going on. As I'm taking stuff, wiping my face clean.
People want to know, did you finish, Stefan? Did you finish?
Did who finish?
Which he?
Did she finish?
We both did. I mean, no, this didn't happen. It did not happen, okay?
In the back of your mind, you remembered it was simultaneous and beautiful, right?
I've never been to Malaysia in my life. I've been to Malaysia in London town.
Oh, hang on. Oh, who's that? It's lamb chop. How are we doing, lamb chop?
What's going on, guys?
Curtis, you've not come for a proper conversation. Please tell us.
What's shaking? Yeah, I got only so much time because I'm going to practice here in the next 15 minutes, so I just thought I'd pop in quick.
Can I just say something? You're clearly one of my biggest fans, aren't you? I can see the PM in the background there. Look over his shoulder. It says PM. Okay, so you're looking ultimately roided.
No, yeah, I'm about almost 260.
Fucking hell.
I just want to ask. Can I just ask? Sorry, hey, Pork Chop, I'm a big fan, mate. I just want to ask.
What's like so small here? I'm trying to fucking adjust this a little bit here. Hang on here.
If you cannot interrupt me again, that would be ideal. So I want to ask you, Pork Chop, what's your cycle at the moment, mate?
Nothing. Completely natty.
Oh, okay. That's it. That's all I wanted to ask.
I eat small children. That's it.
So do I. In basements.
I heard.
Yeah, so did Stefan, but unfortunately, Stefan got arrested for it. Yeah, they call him. I don't know if you ever heard of a guy called Jimmy Savile, but that's Stefan was his niece.
Fuck's sake!
Yeah, he's a fucking bad predator. So, Porkly Chop, how's the bicep feeling on your right arm? Good.
Yeah, it's good. It's just starting to get my strength back up. Obviously, it was 7 months ago that I tore it completely off. So just now, I'm just starting to finally lift again. The last 2 months, I've been starting to lift. I kind of got away. I wasn't lifting heavy. I was mostly just arm wrestling and then just rehabbing. And now I'm actually finally strength training because I was down to about 230 pounds. And now I'm back up in weight. So obviously I'm against a 6'8" giant, 300 plus. So I need to be as big as
He's a big boy.
Yeah, another giant top roller. No surprise there.
Yeah, I mean, you're always going to struggle with like you're being that weight and not having not pulling giants. Say, I mean, end of the day, I mean, if it goes inside, if you hook him, it's, in my opinion, it's game over. It really is. It's really going to be a game of chess. You and
Yeah,
Paul, it's going to be a game of chess.
He's going to need a minimum of 160 pounds of pronation to top roll me. So if he can't pronate 160, maybe more, he's not going to top roll me.
I've seen him doing some big lifts, Connor. He's over his riser. I think he's doing something like 52 kilo over his riser at the moment, which is
Yeah. His pronation's like damn near Devon level if you're talking like kilo wise. Like just pure numbers. It's pretty fucking mega.
Yeah, he's all hand and wrist, back pressure.
Yeah.
I feel like if somebody can really go sideways on him, get him into a hook, he's probably susceptible. I think that's his weakness. I don't know how his endurance is going to be at that size. Is he good in super matches? You know?
Yeah, I really don't know how this is going to go, guys. I'll be honest with you, all joking to one side. I don't know how it's going to go. It's a really intriguing match. If I had to give the nod, I would be giving the nod to you, Pork Chop, because James has been in the sport for about 4 years, but he's not really been dedicated. It's this last 12 months that he's really decided to dedicate himself. So, he's starting to move up the ranks slightly. I mean, I pulled with him the other week, and he just felt mega. Obviously, you're both above my level, but he's starting to feel good. He's starting to feel good, and I don't know if he's got enough training under his belt for this match or not. But it's a big match for you both, because the winner gets to have a Commonwealth Championship match in March in Ireland. So it's a real big match for you both.
And that works out good if I win, because in March I'm off work, so like I'm game for that. So that'll work out schedule wise perfect for me in March.
Yeah, it's going to be a finger. Like it's going to be March is going to be insane. March is going to be really, really good, and a few of the guys, hopefully from Canada, are going to make it over, and especially if they win some Commonwealth belts, because we've got some Malaysians, Indians, Pakistan coming.
Nice.
We're looking at an African nation. We're really trying to build that Commonwealth scene. We're really trying to build it up and see what we can do with it.
Nice.
Because nobody else has ever done anything with it. So I think we're missing out on a trick by not showing it around. In an ideal world, we would possibly like the belts to go round. Maybe a couple of promotions, maybe, so it's not just tied to you have to come to Arm Gods to be able to arm wrestle for it. I mean, further down the line, we actually want a full Commonwealth Championship, where all the countries have a little qualifying event, and then we all roll up in a nice tracksuit like your World Championships, European Championships, and such.
Right.
And that's something that we're hoping for as time ticks on. And this is just the start. I mean, obviously, you've been on East versus West and different things. You've been some really good competitions, and Rich has as well. But I can assure you this. I mean, I would like to think that Canada can simulate the same sort of experience that we give you, but I don't know if it can. I can't be honest. I don't know if it will. But I can definitely promise you this: in Ireland, if any of you come to Ireland next year. It's fucking insane. The atmosphere is insane. I mean, we was in Wales, and Big B knows, and BLM will tell you as well. In Wales, that was just a super series. We had some good matches on there, but we'd not got massive matches. It was a lot of domestic talent. I mean, the thing was called Domestic Affair until obviously BLM got involved. But like, that was insane. I mean, we got hundreds and odd people. But paying people, paying people watching. That's big for us, because we're obviously not a big arm wrestling nation.
Yeah, I feel like in Canada we're sleeping a bit on arm wrestling. It's still underground. Like, I don't know, like Ottawa too. It's kind of a politician town. I'm sharing it like crazy on my media. I'm going to try to bring a lot of friends and family to the event. So like I'm doing my part to try to share it and get it out there as best I can. But I feel like we're still behind here in Canada.
Which is surprising because you got Devon, and I'm guessing Devon does fuck all there then to promote it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. It's getting better. Like there's Arm Wrestling Canada now. Magda's been putting on good events and stuff like that. There's in Toronto as well. There's been good tournaments, but it's better than it was, I must say. But hopefully it just keeps getting better. It's just slow right now, I find, the progression of it here.
Yeah, I think that's same. I mean, we in 2018 we really started suffering with numbers, and then we created something called the PAA in 2019, and then to be fair, it exploded. And then from there we moved on, and now arm wrestling itself in the UK and Ireland is absolutely buzzing. There's clubs popped up like weeds everywhere, but obviously it's the mentality of the people who watch arm wrestling we have to change. So when we formed Arm Gods, we decided to start attacking the general public, trying to show the general public a good time. Because if you go to like a lot of other events, the general public are not always interested. They're not interested in like sat there watching an elbow foul or a shit start or a 10-minute setup. They're not interested in that. They want to get involved. Like I touch on this on every show, and I bore the life out of everyone. But I want us to have it like a darts atmosphere, where people come and they want to drink beer and they want to have a good time and they want to cheer for their friends and they want to have the family coming and stuff and cheering away. I mean, most of the arm wrestlers I knew growing up didn't want the family there because they felt like there was under too much pressure. I used to love it when my family used to come. You know, you get 5 or 10 of your family members or your friends, you know, and they come and they're cheering you on. And people always talk about the bar rooms and stuff. Or if you take it back to the bar room, it's going backwards, but it's not going backwards, because when we moved away from the bar room, we didn't take the people who was cheering and watching and shouting for us. We didn't take these people with us. We left them behind, and we tried to become something that we're not, which is like an Olympic type sport, and we're not going to get down the Olympic road. It might end up in Paralympics, but it's certainly not going to go into Olympics in professional. It's not, is it?
Paralympics.
No, but it might do. It could get to Paralympics, but it ain't going. I mean, they've got that twirling, ribbon twirling and gaming, and then there's no arm wrestling. If we can't get in now because we're not generating any money, which we're not, then you're never going to get in there. That's fact. So we need to find a way, if you ever want to get to Olympics, to create a following to show people that we can generate money, so big sponsors can come in, and when all that happens, then it goes into a big mixing pot, and then you have an opportunity at getting into Olympics and stuff like that. Other than that, we have no chance. So we need the people in the bar room. So we need to get them, their asses on some seats, and then we've got to think how we can make this a nice, presentable show for them. So we give them music, we give them beer, because people love beer. We give them music, beer, lights, camera, action. We give them a great time. So they're then saying to Pork Chop or to Stefan or to Rich or to Connor, they're then saying, oh, fucking hell, I absolutely love that night out at arm wrestling. When's the next one? And then you can say, oh, well, it's in 8 weeks' time. And then before you know it, they're buying another ticket. They're spending 30 quid, 40 quid, whatever it could be. And they're going having another great time. And then they're looking forward to it again and again and again. And then that way you start off with 50 people watching, 100 people, 150, 200.
It's got to be WWE style entrances, music, you know.
Yeah.
It's got to go to that level if it's going to do anything.
Oh, yeah. And that, when we were in Wales and in Ireland, it didn't do it justice, the actual television, what they did. I mean, when AJ come out, which is an arm wrestler who's going to be facing Rich, he's like an hometown favourite. And when he come out, the place ignited. I mean, the biggest cheers I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. It was like watching a rugby match. And then when Scott James came out after that, who was like a local hero, because what we did is we put the competition on in an area where we knew we had 6 or 7 guys competing. So 1, we guaranteed a paying crowd, and 2, we guaranteed an amazing atmosphere, which every one of them people want to come back. We get messages all the time. So what's happening now is we know where we need to be. We know our demographic of where we have to be to get what we need. And slowly but surely we're going to build it. But when Scott James come out and he was facing Mitch Tuck for the belt, he come out dressed as like Willy Wonka to the Candyman by Aqua. I am the Candyman. He had an inflatable sheep, and he had a lolly stick stuck up its arsehole, and he pulled it out, and it was like the crowd went nuts. And when he won the belt, it was as though you just watched Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fighting.
Yeah,
it erupted, didn't it, lads? I mean, these two were it erupted.
Yeah, like that was match of the night for like more than one reason. Like, it was the best atmosphere I've ever seen in an arm wrestling match.
Yeah, it's it was immense. We just had Joe Cabin saying this one, keep arm gods like that and do the Commonwealth Championship more like the Olympics. Well, yeah, Jay, or whatever. Jay Corbin or
Jack.
Yeah, Jay. Well, in then. So that's something that we can look into. See, we're not looking at doing this on our own. Arm gods is not someone who are looking at just doing it on their own. It's our way or no way. We sort of know which way we want to go with it, but we're open to anybody contacting us and speaking and giving us ideas and helping us along and thinking outside of the box. We're not just, me and Marcus are not just set in our own ways. We want people to give us their opinion. We want fans, and we want our wrestlers to say, hang on guys, this could work or that could work, because that we understand that Arm Gods, what is it? It's a promotion that started from nothing really, and we don't have all the big names arm wrestling. We try to get a couple of big names, but it's been difficult with this contact situation. But you know what? We also believe that we don't need massive big names. We believe that we can get people like who don't really know much of Stefan and Rich and Connor. I mean, you're a bit more well-known, Pork Chop, but like, we're happy to have these guys on. Like, we're not interested in just having the so-called superstars, because anyone can give us a good match.
Yeah.
And if you match it right, or you get the right concoction going in that cauldron, then it can just be immense. It can be great for everyone, because you're going to have maybe a few arm wrestlers wanting to see it. Yeah, of course, they want to see all the big names. But the friends and family of Rich want to see Rich. The friends and family of Stefan Pantelica want to see Stefan, and same with Connor, and same with you, and what have you. And before you know it, if it's done correctly, Connor might sell 10 tickets, Stefan, Rich, you. Before you know it, that's 40 paying people in that room cheering for each one of you. And then never mind the rest of the people on the crowd. So before you know it, you could easily build 200 people watching. And if you get 200 people watching in a room, it's fucking immense. You're going to have rivalries and everything. It's just, there's so many opportunities to do it without having to spend an absolute fortune. I mean, we see everyone at the moment, and everyone's paying out these massive dollars. We've already told everyone we have money to spend, but we're not doing it because we're trying to build something from the ground up. We're trying to make something sustainable, and that's the thing as well. You have to try and make things sustainable.
For sure.
I don't want to say, listen, Pork Chop, we've got $3,000 for you, and then you come and arm wrestle for us in 6 months' time, and we say, sorry, Pork Chop, what it is, there's $50 because everything's gone down pan. We don't want to set up, we don't want to set that sort of precedence. We want to try and do things right from the start and build from there. And then as we build, we can start building everything together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And I've talked a lot of them guys. Sorry about that.
And also, but like the most important thing about this whole thing you're saying is that you're boring me to fucking death. Paul.
Yeah, I know. I do apologise about that.
Jesus
That's sorry.
I love you,
Rich.
Stefan. I really miss you.
Rich. Buddy Hale
I'm just
says,
happy that we're all not, the boring talk is at least not going to have the cops all showing up our front door because we're bringing up young boys just a little too frequent.
No, that's just
But
Stefan's.
and I'll do honestly from what I've seen, like, and this is coming from probably the most unbiased opinion because of how newish I am to the sport. But from what I've seen you guys doing, Paul, it just you're having a new outlook on it of just for the pure love of the sport. And since being in it, even take from my side of the people around, it's catering to the people, like even my girlfriend's side or friends of mine, they have an uncle or someone like that who used to be a part of arm wrestling or something in the bar back in the day. And it seems to be playing towards them a little bit more. So I think it's interesting.
We see, someone was saying last week that we're taking it back, we're taking it into the dark ages, but we're not taking it into dark ages. We're just taking 2 steps backwards so we can take 3 steps forward. And this time we're gonna bring people with us, and that's important. I mean, we want to build an atmosphere. Everyone who was in in Ireland and Wales always say it's the best atmosphere, best event they've ever been to in their life. And this with Tom Holland, David Bradford, guys who've been all over the world, Beerman, everyone. He's saying it's the best event they've ever been to in their life. And that's because it was a boiling pot. It was made that way, manufactured to the point where it was just made for entertainment and good old-fashioned arm wrestling. You had a good arm wrestle, you had a good atmosphere, and when you left there, you felt like a superstar being there, and you felt like a superstar leaving. And the crowd loved it, and they can't wait for more. And for me, it was a major success, and we're certainly going in the right forwards. So, Rich, I'm going to ask you this last question before we go, and it says, Paul, ask Rich if he's ever heard his wife be quiet for this long. LOL.
No, definitely a first.
Right,
this whole conversation is just deeper and deeper into the doghouse here, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Gentlemen, on that note, we're 2 hours in. We're going to get myself off. I'm going to get to bed. I'm sure when I walk in, I'm going to get beaten up myself off my missus.
Same as. Oh, no. Sorry.
Yeah, Mrs. won't be beating you up, pal. Ted Wilson might do.
My missus is pregnant, so I don't want to ever piss her off, let me tell you.
No, congratulations. Right, Pork Chop, thank you for coming on, Rich.
Yeah,
thank
buddy.
you for popping in and out. Stefan, it's been a pleasure as always. Love you loads, pal. Connor, I'll speak to you tomorrow, my friend. And thank you for every single one of you in the chat who's put up with us all this evening. It's been an absolute superstar. Take care, and we'll see you all soon.
See you soon, buddy.